is going on, guys? My name is Dark45, Walks Expedition Gamers. Today we're back with a brand new video, and I know I have not been on the internet, what the hell, for about like 3 weeks. And so, yeah, basically what we're going to be doing is, I'm actually going to do a tutorial on how to make a gaming thumbnail, specifically gaming. All I gotta do is just follow these steps. I'm mostly going to use it on Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, then this video is not for you, I'm sorry. But what you want to do is actually search up the Visuals 2K graphics pack and download that and actually save it so that we can use this, because I'm actually going to use a gradient from it to actually to make it work better, to make it look cooler. So yeah, basically what we want to do is you want to find an image kind of like, let's see, kind of like this one. Because you're not really holding a gun, and we're gonna put a gun in it. What you also want to do is go to COD and then search up a gun, like a person holding a gun, relatively. Let's see here. We can use this one. I mean, I kind of like this one because you want to kind of look cool if you're holding a sniper. I mean, we can also use this, but I prefer this because it's a bit more like HD quality. So we're gonna save this. Now that it's saved, we can open it. Nope, cancel. We can open by using Control O. Yes, I actually just had to look at that. So we have this. What you want to do is just drag it onto here, and also you want to hold Control and press T so that you can actually adjust like the size of it. And I forgot to actually do one thing, apply the transformations. We also want to filter this, so we're going to use a blur. We're going to do Gaussian blur and set it up to actually, let's see, 6. Yeah, 6. And then we can also, yeah, this looks pretty good. What you also want to do is you want to go to blending options, and then we're going to add a stroke to it. So we're going to add a white stroke around it. Change that to white, and then we're gonna add a drop shadow, but no distance away from it. Set it to orange. Let's see, yeah, orange. And then let's see, distance 0, spread. Or no, distance kind of be like 1. Oops. Accidentally press enter. Go back to drop shadow, size, opacity, sorry. Because you also want it to be like visible. Spread. Yeah, you don't want something like this. Like the way this looks, you don't want that. You probably might want to set it to, let's see, probably a 9. Yeah, 9 is pretty good because it's adding like a bit of effect onto it. And also you could probably even just want to add the outer glow. Let's see, size. Yeah, so we don't really need the drop shadow. Instead, we can use the outer glow. Yeah, see, now this looks a bit better. Yep, this looks better. Spread. Actually, gonna put it okay. See, spread. Yeah, because you don't want it to spread a lot. And opacity kind of like makes it a bit brighter. If you want, you can actually do that. I'm actually selected yes to change the opacity. Okay, so now it looks pretty good. What you want to do is also add your text. Or no, first we actually want to open up our Visuals 2K graphics pack. You can actually search that up. You want to go into color corrections, visuals. So you want to close this off. What the? Okay, close that off, close that off. So we can actually check out the color corrections. No, I don't want this. Into this. What? No, cancel. Oh, great. Yeah, we don't want to see this opening. We actually are looking for these. So let's see which one. we can actually work with. Because we don't want this changing the color, we kind of want to make it darker. So we can use this one right here. So yeah, we just do this, drag it onto here. But we also don't want it affecting the gun. So we're going to move this on the bottom and leave the gun to not be affected by it at all. Or, yeah, that's pretty good. Also, I don't know why this is opened. You want to open the same graphics pack again. I don't know why I closed it. No, not the temper, sorry. Let's see. File, open. 2K graphics pack. Keep layers. Close that off. Close that off. No, we don't need that. Let's see. Where is it? Overlays? No, not overlays. What was that? Yeah, no, we're not looking for these. We are looking for textures and backgrounds. And we want to use this one, or we can use this one. I think we can actually use both. And then this one as well. Whoops. No, I tuned. This one. Yes, see, we can add these two. No, I don't want to change that. We can decrease the size of this. Apply. But we also want this one to kind of be right here. No, not in here. I'm gonna bring it out. How do I take this out? Yeah, we can just put it over here, it doesn't really matter. Close this off. But have the gun over it. And put this under as well. Because again, just like I said, we don't want the gun to relatively be affected. No, not this. We want to change the size, drag it all around. We're going to add soft light. So yeah, this looks pretty good. Because then if we use overlay, it'll be like... Actually, I mean... Because you don't want to use hard light, because that's like basically seeing it. Soft light is still good. I'm going to actually use that. And then we can add this one. Across the screen. And use soft light on that one as well. Or overlay. Relatively soft light. And yeah, so basically this is pretty good. You don't really have to use this same thing as me. I am gonna use this graphics pack tacos thumbnail. You can actually search it up on YouTube. Yeah, you can search it up on YouTube. Let's see here. Yeah, text options. I'm actually gonna use this text, but it cannot be affected. So what I'm gonna do is use the editable version. Editable. I don't know why. Okay, so we don't want to look at this. What we want to do is use this. So what we're looking for is effect. Let's see here. Nope. Editable. Yeah, so what we can want to do is just put how to make, and then with this orange text, I'm actually going to change it to thumbnails. But you relatively don't really need to use this. I mean, I felt like using this. And then we're going to change the size of this. Because we don't want it touching the edge. We kind of want to keep the proportions. Keep that. Apply. Don't really need this. and then we're just gonna add them onto the screen. Where is it? There. And then there. How to make thumbnails. We're not gonna make any changes to it because I'm gonna do this. I'm kind of gonna put it like this. Keep the proportion sizes. Add how to make thumbnails. And so because it's like that, you're gonna do this. I'm gonna tilt it sideways as well. Keep proportions as well. Because we also wanted to keep the same. Oh crap! What did I just do? But yeah, you also still want to keep the size right here. Make how to make thumbnails. Yeah, this seems pretty good. Apply. I kind of want to move how to make up here. No, how to make. No, I want this. Yes, we can move this up here. And now move this one a bit up here. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, I kind of like it. I'm gonna use this for the thumbnail of this video. If just so you know, we can also kind of like go back into 2K graphics packs, keep the layers, and then use a couple of these renders right here. So like say for example, like we can get rid of this. Like we can use one of these. I mean, we also kind of want to have one that is correlated. Yeah, like this one, for example, or this one. Well, not really that one. Nope, not that one either. But yeah, we can also use this one. I mean, I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna keep the way the thumbnail looks right now, because I actually pretty like it. I mean, we can also change the font, but you also need long shot if you're gonna actually make one like this. I mean, let's see how it looks with blow brush. I mean, that kind of looks good. It's just that the text is a bit too long. And then we're gonna take this. No, not that. I wanna edit this. And then put blow brush as well. Let's see here, yeah. Blow brush. I mean, it looks okay. I'm not saying it looks the best. I mean, we can decrease the size on it. Apply. Can also affect this one. Come on. Control T. There we go. Keep proportions by holding Alt. And you can also kind of like make it turn over a bit like this, so that it looks relatively the same way. I mean, we can also just make another one of these. Let's see. Duplicate. And then we also have another one. And then we can also make the one in the back almost like a different color. So yeah, that's what we can actually do. We can also use the paint bucket tool to, no, not that, but I mean, I'm trying to look at a specific way, like, because I mean, it kind of looks pretty cool like this. I just want to change like the color of the back one, if that's something that we can do. But I mean, you can also do the same thing if you don't really have the similar text like this. So that's like the only concern that I have with it. We can also go and actually use the logo, COD Black Ops 3. And then instead of that, we can just put logo. No! Oh no, the internet's down, oh crap. But I mean, you technically don't have to use the logo. I'm still gonna upload this eventually. But either way, guys, that is all for this time. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more daily gaming content as well as videos like these. My social media is in the link in the description below. I have my Instagram, my Facebook, and my Twitter. Go follow me and like the Facebook page on all of that things. But yeah, again, have a great day, guys, and peace out.